So Lexington and Concord was just a rabble, just an outpouring of anger, spontaneous. Bunker Hill was a failure where we lost the battle, but we won the glory, but we lost the actual battle. Trenton and Princeton, they kept us going on gasps of hope and desperation, and George Washington's just sheer grit and determination to not let the cause die. We still had not won a major, real battle against the British Empire. Every time we had faced them and tried, we had been defeated. And Saratoga will come with bitterness, but it will also prove to be the turning point of the war. So this is the Battle of Saratoga, and it is known as the battle that is the turning point in the war, where we start going from it's impossible, it's just Washington's holding on, but that's about all he's doing, to we're actually like legitimately, we actually like winning. Are we actually winning this war? Like, this is where this happens. And it was September 19th and October 7th, because there are two parts of it. They were fought 18 days apart in the fall of 1777. The two battles of Saratoga were a turning point in the American Revolution. On September 19th, British General John Burgoyne achieved a small but very costly victory over the American forces led by Horatio Gates and Benedict Arnold. Though his troop strength had been weakened, Burgoyne attacked again the Americans at Bemis Heights on October 7th, but this time he was defeated and forced to retreat. He ended up actually surrendering completely 10 days later. And this overall victory convinced the French government to formally recognize the colonists' cause and enter the war as their ally. Now, if you've been paying attention, you will have read earlier in these that it is the French, our alliance with the French, that proves to be the key factor in actually winning everything. The Battle of Saratoga proved to the French that we could actually do this. We weren't just a bunch of farmers throwing a hissy fit. We actually could really fight. The two parts. The first part, the part that we lost, was the Battle of Freedman's Farm. This is the first half of the Battle of Saratoga. On September 19th, 1777, Burgoyne at full strength attacks. The fiery Benedict Arnold prodded Gates out of his defensive mentality. Gates was not really well known for being aggressive. He liked to fight defensively. And Benedict Arnold was, no, we go and attack, we attack, we attack. And he won permission by literally annoying Gates enough to lead Morgan's men and Henry Dearborn's light infantry into the woods to block a British flanking column. For most of the afternoon, a furious struggle raged around and across a clearing called Freedman's Farm. Benedict Arnold poured in fresh regiments until the jittery Gates broke off the action, leaving the battered British in possession of the ground in what came to be known the Battle of Freedman's Farm. And this was overall, this was a British victory. But Benedict Arnold had proven that he was a really good leader and that he could really win battles. It was Gates and his timidness and his passiveness that ended up losing that part. He was too careful. Being careful is good, but if you're too careful, you end up giving it to the enemy. The Battle of Bemis Heights, this would be the second half of the Battle of Saratoga. After fortifying his camp and waiting in vain for reinforcements from New York, the British general Burgoyne attempted to assault the Americans again October 7th, 1777. Now, ignoring orders from the jealous Gates to remain in his quarters, Arnold rejoined the fighting and led an attack that captured key strong points, forcing the British to retreat to Saratoga. There, surrounded by a belated outpouring of militia, Burgoyne surrendered 10 days later, making the whole thing overall an American victory. And when the French saw that we could actually beat the real British army in a real fight, all right, we'll be your friends. And that later on is going to prove to be very, very key. So I hope this is helpful and I hope you're learning.